Welcome to Positive Youth class. My name is Julie. I'm a psychologist for Fremont Unified School District in California. We're honored to have the chance to share positive psychology with our middle school and high school students. The past 3 years, I've been teaching positive psychology to graduate school students. I've always thought about designing the class for our youth because the past 3 years, over 1,500 students, adult students, told me how useful positive psychology it is to help to improve their relationship with family, or to improve their job or work efficiency, and just improve their health in general. This is a very trying time. Today is March 18th, 2020, the third day that our school closed due to the coronavirus. Things like the virus situation, the school closure, is unexpected. Any kind of change will bring anxiety to people, let alone the changes that just turn our life over, totally unexpected, and in the middle of the school year. So I'm very grateful that TMU gave me the chance to work with our youth online. I thought that positive psychology will become a great tool to you, to your life in the future, because this kind of changes or stressor will always happen. May not be as at the current scale, but one thing is for sure is life is full of changes and stresses. We have two kinds of immune system. The physical immune system, which is known to be the best defense for the virus. We also have our psychological immune system that will help us to recover from setbacks. So my goal is that after this 18 mini lessons, we'll have a chance to understand ourselves much better and acquire coping skills for future changes and stresses. My job is school psychology. So school psychology belongs to the traditional psychology, which means there's a problem and then we solve the problem. After the Second World War, psychology is focusing on remediation, which means therapy, because there are so many veterans after Second World War. Psychotherapy become the number one need at that time. And so since the second half of the 20th century, that has been the motto and focus of psychology, is to therapy. So to solve the problem's already there. School psychology is the same thing. Every single public school has somebody like me. Our job is to assess and determine whether a child is eligible for special education services. When children are behind due to different kind of reasons, could it be a learning disability, could it be social or emotional issues, and they are at least 2 years behind in their class, we come in to do the assessment and determine the eligibility. But very soon I found out that many family, when they came to me, it's already 2 to 3 years behind or late. I wish that I know their children, know how they struggle at the beginning, so that they wouldn't develop into such severe difficulties that require more intensive service. So that's why I came to California, started as a former psychologist in the year of 2000. And then within 1 year, I was looking something else that can predict or support children's success more effectively, instead of waiting until problems appear and then we do remediation. Don't get me wrong, remediation is very important. When you need help, you need to get the right kind of help. But I wish that I know and intervene when the problems are less severe, so that we can be more efficient in helping children and families. So 2002, the book Authentic Happiness is published. When I found the book in the year 2002, I thought that's what I was looking for. The author is Dr. Martin Seligman. He is a professor in University of Pennsylvania. He's a founder, is considered founder of positive psychology. So that book opened my eyes. And of course, later on, Dr. Seligman published many other books, including the second classic published in 2012, The Flourish, and a number of others that he published in the end of last century. I love this definition. Positive psychology is the scientific study of what enables individuals and communities to thrive. In the past, the traditional psychology is about what's wrong with you, and then we solve the problem. So we could be, the goal is maybe you're feeling like -9. Now our goal is to improve you to -2. So improve the, to reduce the symptoms and make some improvement. But positive psychology is to find out what's right with you. Like, what's your passion? What's your strength? And let's build on that so that you can develop to your full potential. So that's what I love about positive psychology, because the fact is only about 10% of our children require intensive special education services. Close to 90% of us, we struggle a little bit, maybe. We have our own issues, but with the right kind of guidance and with the kind of psychological immune system, we can handle the regular, normal type of stressors in life. So I want us to build on our positive side so that we can live, not only live, but live to the fullest. So positive psychology study things like self-control, zest, or social intelligence, and gratitude, and optimism, curiosity. And all this are found, this is a book that was published in 2013, How Children Succeed. Now all this, and of course many others, are found to lead to future success. So we're gonna study 18 different lessons in the range of, under the realm of positive psychology, and all this will be covered. So our goal is to become our best through the researches and practical things that we're going to do as homework. So also I want to point out one thing, that is research shows that every lecture or seminar, many points will be presented to you, but the best the human brain can do is to remember one point and then go back to your life and then apply in your life. That's my goal. I break down important concepts into 18 different lessons. Each session, I want you to remember one thing that you can apply to your life. And by the end, you're going to have over 10 tools in your hands that will help you to defend yourself, improve yourself, keep on grow, and become the best self. Okay, the first lesson we're going to do today is a positive emotion. Dr. Seligman discovered that happiness has 5 different dimensions. Positive P is positive emotions. E, engagement. R, relationship. A, accomplishment. M, meaning. So PERMA. The research in China, in Tsinghua University, the Positive Psychology Center, discovered that for Chinese children in China, self, positive self, is also an important dimension in addition to the PERMA. My job as a school psychologist over the past 20 plus years in America shows that was very true. I'll give you a small example. I work for junior high for over 11 years. And in public school, we have zero tolerance for weapon and drugs. So when children have, had drugs on campus, that's automatic expulsion. So I had students expelled from other junior highs to our junior high, because expulsion is only to change year to another school, because we have free public education between kindergarten to 12th grade. So when they come to us, I really admire them, the way that they carry themselves. Those children are not Chinese or Asian children. They're from other ethnicity. And even though they were expelled to our school, their eyes were bright and they stand tall, and they will tell me that the new school is going to help me, and they have such confidence in themselves. And that really shocked me, because I'm so used to, because the schools that I work for, they are over 80% Asian. And I often see children, the Asian children, they could just get a B, but their reaction is like the end of the world. They linger on campus, don't dare to go home, or they look so down, as if they were defeated for life. So that's what struck me. And I feel like the way we look at ourselves is such an important dimension for our future success. But somehow, I'm not talking about all. I do work with many, many very confident and competent Asian children, very outgoing, and they believe in themselves. But I've also worked with so many children who can be so easily defeated. Their self can be so easily inflated just due to little things like get a B or got a detention, that make me think that the research by Tsinghua University in China is right, that for Asian children, we have to add the S, self, as one of the dimensions leading to future success and happiness. So that's why our class is structured under this model, PERMAS, the 6 dimensions, and under each dimension, there are 3 lessons. So altogether, there are 18 mini lessons, and we're going to cover the whole realm of positive psychology for youth.